political argument and whatnot.
Yeah,
This
it wasn't
dude,
me.
I say two things during the entire game. One is when a dude just decided to completely ignore someone who had went down right next to him and run away. Right, so I said, hey dude, there's a guy down right next to you. You need to come back and resurrect him. He doesn't, so I go over, get him back up. And then on wave 7, right, the rest of the match goes
Yeah.
pretty well. Wave 7 comes around, and he goes down. I get up next to him, I cloak, and I say, hey dude, don't shoot, I have you cloaked. He goes, shut the fuck up, troll. Why you gotta talk so much shit? I'm like, what the fuck? I've said two things this entire match.
Yeah, people don't know how to take criticism.
Yeah. It's like,
People are
dude,
stupid.
if I'm gonna call you out on your bullshit if you make a mistake. It's just how it works. Just like anyone else would. I know, it's just crazy to me because he's like, oh yeah, Mr. fucking elitist asshole over here. Do you know who I am? I played all the Mass Effects 5 fucking times each, and just going, what does that have to do with what you screwed up on?
Yeah.
You can run the same fucking route 1,000 fucking times, but when someone else points out the fact that you took a step a little too far and you could have tripped there, you're not going to sit there and go, oh, I've done this 1,000 fucking times, and then fall on your face the very next moment. You're going to sit there and go, oh, well, maybe I should try doing this instead and see if it works better.
Yeah, people are dumb.
Yep. And they try to talk shit about me having, like, a rank 2 Thoken. Like, it's supposed to be, like, I'm the worst character in the world because I have a Thoken that's
Yeah,
not
you know
at
what's the
10.
problem with kids these days? And they're so entitled. Everyone's so entitled. Like if you say anything negative or tell them what to do or have any criticism, they're too good for it. You know, like they've done something.
I was going to ask if he was an Antifa fag, but, you know. I didn't want to end up having him fucking say that shit and be like, oh, I got banned from PlayStation because political correctness is the thing now.
Yeah.
Nowadays, all you have to do is say fag to the wrong person and you're kicked out.
You know the drill. Hold this position, clear on enemy forces. Let's do it.
Yeah, then you stand up for yourself and like hit somebody who's talking shit to you, then you get sued.
What I usually do is I like send a verbal thing and be like, okay, first of all, I am a fag. I get the choice to say it about myself. Like, I'll completely bullshit my way through just to get, you know, them to go, oh, we overreacted. This guy actually is the minority who he was talking shit about. Yeah. You're okay with chicks sucking your dick, but what's wrong with a guy sucking it? They're both mouths.
Yeah, give me that mouth.
Are you not comfortable enough with your sexuality to have a blowjob from a guy?
This guy's a fag. This guy's a fag. He doesn't like blowjobs from dudes.
We're reading a flatline.
Dude,
Like
that's
it's
really
so
gay.
weird.
I'm not a queer. You're a queer for sucking my dick.
Is that from Harold and Kumar?
Yep.
It is so funny though, like how like the people that do the raping of men and
It's just a
they're the
bong.
ones that are
Oh
hard.
my god, he's got a bomb!
Rapists like rape men, like, and then they don't call themselves gay or something like that, or like in jail or something. Like, well, how do you even get hard? You're the one that's hard. The dude's not gay just for taking it.
I could count it as rape, but it wouldn't make you gay. There's some statistics saying that guys are less likely to report sexual assault than women.
Oh yeah, it would be very shameful, dude. Yeah, it'd be very
Not even
shameful
that.
if
I
it's,
mean,
you're letting a girl like.
imagine your embarrassment of waking up and having a guy's ass on your dick and you fucking trying to call the cops and tell them that.
Yeah. But I mean, like, it's not like that's what people think. It's like, oh, did you just let a girl just dominate you, hold you down and fuck you? No, but usually the case is like you're getting like drugged and like, fed Viagra while you're tied up and
Stay
shit.
sharp.
you know.
Yeah. There's very many ways of having it happen. She's only 5'2". Yeah, she was 5'2" with a 45 to my skull. What was I supposed to do?
Get wrecked, conquer a bitch.
Yeah, she'd probably break her arm at that point. Like, go right ahead and shoot. Chances are the kick's gonna stop that thing from hitting me in the first place. Yeah, exactly. Fucking knock yourself out with the damn stock of the weapon. No, well, a Desert Eagle comes in 40 ACP, 45, as well as 50 cal. It depends on which one you decide to get it in. It comes with a warning saying, warning, this will, improper usage will break your wrist. That'll break your wrist.
Like, you gotta be like a big dude to be shooting that thing.
Yeah, you gotta have
What's the
some
other
seriously
caliber
massive
bullet for
forearms.
Like, otherwise, yeah, you're only shooting like a bullet every 5 seconds tops or something.
Yeah, that is not one that a young
what's
person
the other
should get
caliber?
as... Like, what I tell people is if you're, like, skinny or a small person, the biggest gun you should get is a 357.
What about Glock? What about Glock? Glock is like the perfect handgun, right?
Well, I mean, the largest caliber round that you want to fire as someone who's 5'2", 90 pounds is something that's around a 357. Because that's about as much as you'd be able to keep from smacking in your face. 44 Magnum, unless it's a really good gun, that thing's gonna have one hell of a kick, and it's gonna hurt like hell.
I've got no shield.
Oh, that reminds me. I don't know if you guys ever watched the movies Police Academy, but there's one where this like 80-year-old woman is going to the firing range with the Police Academy dudes, and she whips out a 44 Magnum, like the one from The Enforcer. And it's like this 80-year-old woman, she fires it and she gets knocked back like 20 feet. It was just hilarious because it's nowhere near that much kick, but it was just
Clear for
a
now.
situational thing. And the best part is she hit it in her like little tiny Prada purse or something.
Enemies triangulating our nearest outpost.
It was
Find their
great. Anyway,
sensor arrays and get them broken.
If you insist.
the one I want to get is the
What problem?
oh, the 300 Blackout Mini 14. I just saw that thing on one of the YouTube videos, and it looks fucking good.
Find cover.
No, it's an actual rifle. Yeah, it's a AR-14, or sorry, not AR-14. It's an M14 that's kind of been shortened to be a carbine size, but it shoots 300 Blackout subsonic rounds. Now, basically they dropped, so an M14's roughly, I'd say about 2.5 to 3 feet long, maybe a little bit more. This one's been shortened by a couple of inches, so it brings it a little bit closer to your core.
Teammate injured.
It's just a really beautiful weapon if you ever get a chance to look at it. And it's fairly cheap. It's like you could get a used one for pretty cheap, roughly around, 300.
All enemy devices are now offline.
Yeah, I live in Oregon. I don't need one. Oh, Jesus. Well, I just find it funny that with the mass killing. Well, I'm not going to get political with this. I'm cutting myself off now. But the problem with gun laws is that a lot of them don't really make sense, as they pertain to people who already have a criminal record. Right, if you can get a hold of
Sensors clear for
freaking
now. Great shooting.
sulfuric acid, you can get a firearm without anyone knowing, you know?
Hostiles en route.
You just need to know the right guy or meet the right person and then buy it outside of normal channels. So it's kind of a scary proposition in general. Oh.
I'm reading a flat line.
The registration of a rifle, you said? Oh, that's not just in Texas, though. Oregon has that as well. Usually happens in the states that have very large plots of farmland. Especially cattle country, because of the whole history of people stealing cows and selling them or turning them into beef. Like, I know Oklahoma has the same kind of law, but I think it's a little bit more nuanced.
Find cover.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really tough. Oregon has the same kind of law, but it's subjective. It's based on what the
Protect yourself!
what the fuck's it called? What the courts find acceptable use of force. Whereas in Texas, it's kind of the guy wasn't supposed to be on your land or in your house. You shot him, and now he's dead, so you're okay now. You can still go to trial, but they pretty much just go, okay, well, you had to defend yourself. Now, if you decided to, you know, kill this guy with a grenade launcher, it would be a different story. Yeah. Like, oh, he was in my gun museum.
Enemies cleared. Stay alert.
And it was the nearest thing that I had. I lost $3 grand because the explosion knocked out some of the rifles, but next you ain't stealing them.
Teammate injured. I'm reading a flatline.
Oh my goodness, these guys.
Squad member down.
I got no shield! Enemy fire!
Teammate injured.
Ow, fuck.
Get your head down!
That would suck to be a vegan. I can't do it. I gotta have my steak, my deep fried chicken. My raviolis. Not cheese ravioli, I'm talking about the beef ravioli. Oh my god, I am lagging up a storm.
All in hit!
I'm reading a flatline.
All right, hang on.
Yeah.
Three more to go.
I kind of like Mass Effect Andromeda, but at the same time, I fucking hate it. And it's not like I hate it for any specific reason pertaining to the game itself. I hate it for certain glitches that really fuck up gameplay or, you know, make you have to go and revert to a previous save file because the save got corrupted.
Intelligence needs data from your location. Look for an entry.
Only at times.
I'm reading a flatline.
Well, the thing is, like, for all of its faults and all of the things that are bad with it, it is a good game and it is fucking hilarious. What do you mean?
Stay focused. That data's critical.
For this game,
Teammate injured.
That's a good question.
All right, hang on.
Can't really think of it.
I'm reading a flat line.
Destroyer!
The fuck? God damn it.
Squad member down. Teammate injured. I'm reading a flat line.
Shields are out. Snap out of it!
Data received. Loud and clear.
Shields down!
Teammate injured.
All is set. Enemy
The
fire!
problem with this game is that there really isn't a game that you could really compare it to. Because the storyline of it... Well, have you played other Mass Effects? Okay, so it's basically an action RPG based in a sci-fi world.
All clear for now.
It's also a third-person shooter. So think... I can't really say God of War.
We're done here. Get yourself to the LZ.
It's kind of like Final Fantasy 15. You just kind of press the same exact buttons over and over again, and then you win eventually. Gain experience, get better experience, you win better. And more quickly. What are you doing up here where people can't come get you? What, Final Fantasy? I haven't finished it.
Teammate injured.
Oh my fucking god. Learn to use cover, people.
Find
Squad
cover!
member down.
Nope, not going anywhere near that.
I'm reading a flat line.
And you got your ass kicked.
Teammate injured.
Shields are out.
Oh, sorry. My mic was muted.
Oh my god, dude, why? I'm getting really annoyed by this one guy because he always seems to be going in the wrong direction.
Shields down.
All done. All done with the orders. Late. Late tonight.
Squad member down. Tough mission, but you made it through.
8 hours.
Oh, that sucked. We made it, but that was one of the worst runs I've had in that. Just at that tail end, everyone kept going down over and over and over again.
We're so fucking close.
Oh, God, that's gnarly. There we go. Nice. Boom shaka ah, boom shaka ah.
I know. PvP? PvP?
Protect yourself. Careful of the Hydra.
What?
And of course, just as I